Rabbi Elyashiv is one of the special people that I met between all the rabbis in all over the world. And I met hundreds of rabbis. First of all, he knew all the Torah by heart, but I'm speaking Torah with all the smallest letters in every book that you can find. And sometimes you jump, you don't want to read the small letters. He knew by heart everything. And if you asked him something, and he said, mutar, also, you allow, it's forbidden, if you want to check him, why you asked me, you answered me. So he said, look in the Ran, Psochim, Nun, Amud Beis, and you will have the answer. So when he answered you, he saw the Rishonim in front of him.
And I understand that he started learning at the age of 3, and since then he was in front of the book.
Always. He learned, and his system was to learn alone. And always with the melodic. I came once to his house, it was in Purim, to bring him shlachmones, and he came to his daughter in Beit Vagan, so his daughter had only 2 rooms. One room was the living room, and one room was the bedroom. So he sat near the bedroom, inside, with a small table, and he continued to learn Torah. In the other room, Purim, all the kids, the grandchildren, and all the families, and so many guests came to this to be part of the party of Purim. And you hear in the other room the melodic of to learning Torah as he was in another world. And I'm speaking about Purim. He was a rabbi. First of all, he was a dayan in the high court of religious court in Jerusalem that belonged to the chief rabbinate. He was one of the people who saw Rabbi Kook, that created the chief rabbinate, as his rabbi. He did his shidduch with the daughter of Rabbi Elyashiv that was very close to Rav Kook, and he gave him he was a Mesader Hope Kedushin to Rabbi Elyashiv.
So you're saying that the rabbi who's the leader of the Haredi ultra-Orthodox sector was actually so close to the leader, the beginner of national religion?
Exactly. He was very mixed. For him, he told me sometimes, for me it's not difference which Beis Medrash you learned. For me, I need to know if this person is a Talmid Chochem, Yirei Hashem, a right man, and he has the right Hashkofes. He can be a dayan or a rabbi. It's not difference. The same Torah. He didn't involve politics at all. And he was very, very straight man. If he found you sometimes that you go to right or the left and don't tell him the truth, he will not meet you more. And he knew the reality, so clever. He sat in the High Court, in the Beis Din HaGodel in Jerusalem, and people said, the Yonim that sat with him, that even he was in minority, and but 2 years, 3 years, 5 years later, they saw the reality that he was right, because he saw some years in the future as he's sitting now with this situation.
And I understand that although he was only with the books, the ancient books, we see psakim, his answers in halacha about computers, about technology. How did that happen?
Even if he is 102 years old, if you will ask him about the system, how the iPhone or the computer works, can be that he will not understand. But if you ask him about a subject that, connected to the modern technology, he will check with someone that is professional, tell me the system, and according the answer of this professional man, he will answer you what is the result from in the eyes or point of view of the halacha. But always he was involved in very, very new, modern technology that we develop every year, new things, and he was asked and he answered.
One of a kind?
One of a kind, yeah, because he's not so. First of all, you have to see such a modest man, a quiet man, only 2 rooms in his house, very old house. So many people wanted to support him, to give him a new house and to build him a villa or something like that. For him it's nothing. Give him only the book, and this was all his words. And the same house, more than 100 years, he lived in the same place, in the same address. He didn't change nothing. The walls were covered with books, and every place that you could be able to put a book, you find there. He lived in very, very simple life. Give him a cup of tea, a small bread, and the Gemara, Rambam, Shulchan Aruch, that's all. But I explained that he had the difficulties now because he lost his good eyes, because he couldn't be able in the last months to read. Even people gave him big letters of Gemara, but it helped not him, and he started to learn with the Chavruse, and he didn't feel so comfortable. And for him, we knew the first time that he will not be connected to the Gemara, it will be the main problem in his life.